Workers in Jacksonville have dismantled a statue honoring fallen Confederate soldiers. They did it this morning. The 62-foot statue was put up in Hemming Park in 1898. Members of the Jacksonville Jaguars football team called for the removal of the statue after a Black Lives Matter protest on Friday. There's no word yet on what will be done with the monument and if other Confederate monuments will also be removed. And in Virginia, a lawsuit has been filed against the governor and another official after they announced they'll be moving a statue of General Robert E. Lee.
It would be one of many statues removed over the last week as equal rights protests continue around the U.S. and the world following the death of George Floyd. CBS 4's Laura Podesta has the controversy.
This controversial monument in Louisville, Kentucky was lifted and moved Monday. The statue of a Confederate major on his horse will be relocated from a public space to the cemetery where he's buried. The same day in Indianapolis, Indiana, this memorial was dismantled. It's dedicated to more than 1,600 Confederate soldiers who died while being held as prisoners of war. Over the weekend, demonstrators in Bristol, England, tore down a statue of a 17th century slave trader and threw it in the water. The death of George Floyd has reignited the debate over the racism and oppression these effigies represent. Now a roadblock in the removal of this Richmond, Virginia statue of Confederate General Robert E. Lee. Last week, cheers erupted after the governor announced it was coming down after 130 years.
Yes, that statue has been there for a long time, but it was wrong then, and it is wrong now.
But supporters of the monument immediately protested, including State Senator Amanda Chase, a Republican candidate for governor.
It's all about shoving this down people's throats and erasing the history of the white people. And I think that's wrong.
And now a lawsuit's been filed against Governor Ralph Northam and the director of Virginia's Department of General Services. A judge has issued a 10-day temporary injunction to stop the state from removing the statue. Laura Podesta, CBS News.
In a statement, Virginia's governor says he remains committed to removing the statue. And according to Politico, the Army is now open to renaming the service's 10 bases and facilities that are named after Confederate leaders.